We are here today to sign a bill that is connected to the emergency items that I declared early in the session. As you know, the 2008 storm season was the most expensive on record, caused tens of billions of dollars worth of losses across our state. In the aftermath of Hurricane Ike, there were roughly 2.8 million Texans without electricity, some for several weeks. And we worked very hard to recover from that deadly storm. I remember during one of my tours of the affected areas meeting some of the linemen who had come from as far away as the East Coast, some individuals from as far away as Canada who had come to help Texas. And there were, I think, Rhode Island, Oklahoma. It was really fascinating for me to sit there and to see and hear where all of these individuals had come from. They were all in great spirits and doing their part to get Texas back on its feet. I was inspired by their work ethic, by their determination, and their good cheer in a very tough situation. And I'm pretty sure those folks weren't working for free either. Instead, the Texas utility companies were expending their resources to restore power in the quickest possible way, using every available resource. For most folks, the situation was resolved when their lights got turned back on, but the power companies not only kept working on restoring their entire systems, they and their customers were also on the hook for some of those major costs. Senate Bill 769 doesn't change the fact that the Public Utility Commission will continue to review all of these costs, but it does streamline the process, which will keep the prices down and the lights on. It also allows utilities to issue low interest, low cost bonds like they did after Hurricane Rita, which will decrease the financial impact on consumers. I don't want to rain on anybody's parade, but we probably have not had our last hurricane in Texas. The bill I'm signing today will help us prepare even better for the next storm and recover even more quickly when that storm is past. And I want to thank Senator Williams, who authored the bill in the Senate, and Representative Thompson, who carried it through the House. I'd also like to recognize a couple of their co-sponsors and co-authors who are here with us today. The work that they did together shows this truly is a great piece of bipartisan legislation that helps all Texans. With every storm, we examine our approaches to do it better the next time. This legislation is part of that process, and it will better prepare us for the next time Mother Nature throws a major storm at the Texas coast. Now I'd like for Senator Williams to say a few words.
Thank you, Governor. Julie, how are you, brother? First of all, I want to thank the governor for making this an emergency item so that it could be addressed early in the session. This is very important to the people of Southeast Texas that were affected by the hurricane. It's going to enable us to have lower rates because the utilities are going to be able to get lower cost financing for the devastating effects of the storm. And while we're here, I want to thank the thousands of people who came from all over the country to help us in Southeast Texas get back on our feet and get power restored to all of the residents in Southeast Texas. Everybody worked tirelessly around the clock to make that happen, and it was a tremendous effort by everyone. And I think it's important, as the new hurricane season is just around the corner on June 1st, that we have this streamlined process that will allow the Public Utility Commission to work with our utilities to streamline this process so that the recovery process can be even quicker and that refinancing of the associated costs can happen even quicker. So thank you, Governor. We appreciate what you've done for Southeast Texas by moving this forward.
Thank you. Senfronia, please.
I want to thank the governor for always stepping up to the plate at the time we need him to step up to the plate. And this is one of those times. Thank you, Governor Perry, for doing that. I want to thank Centerpoint. Without them, my district would not have survived as well as they did. June Detrick, I want to thank you, particularly because she looked after all of my constituents who had disabilities, breathing problems, and all kinds of problems within my district. I am so grateful that we were able to, with my colleagues' help and help in the Senate, pass this piece of legislation, because this is going to give us an opportunity to keep the rates down for citizens. It's going to help us to be able to address the problem, hopefully, in a much quicker way. And certainly, we're going to be able to continue to do something to help Texans. This is a good day in Texas. This is a good day for the people of our state. And I want to thank our governor, my colleagues again, and I want to thank Centerpoint for all that they did.
Senfronia, thank you very much. Alma Allen, thank you for being in here.
Thank you.
And Al Edwards, and of course, the great senators from the Valley, Chewy Hinojosa. Sometimes I refer to Dolly as the storm that everyone has forgotten. As Hurricane Ike came and got a lot of the headlines, your constituents were still suffering from Hurricane Dolly that had quite an impact on the Rio Grande Valley. So Chewy was very instrumental in the passage of this legislation. I know his constituents will be greatly appreciative with the signing of it. So.
Thank you, Governor.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Al, thank you, sir. Senator? Yes, sir. Thank you. Very good. Thank you all for coming and being with us today.